Now as we take a look at the map right here that's got all the precipitation and possibilities of things that may occur today, this is good all the way for the next 24 hours until tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. This map is good for, first, what we want to look at right in here, in this area where you see this yellow. Well, that's where we could have some severe thunderstorms. Now, where this yellow is at, these thunderstorms will have possibly damaging wind gusts, and these are possible to occur this evening from the mid to upper Mississippi Valley eastward into the southern Great Lakes and lower Ohio Valley. Now, with these storms, we have a 2% chance of tornadoes happening, a 15% chance of damaging wind. The wind and the wind gust is going to be a big problem with these storms. Hail, not so bad in these storms, 5% chance. So that's what that is looking like. But let me just forewarn you, I won't say it again. Watch your skies. If the skies start to change any at all, make sure you are prepared. And make sure if you've got anything outside that you've got it picked up or secured with these storms. Now, in other things that are going on, we can see that right in this area, that where the purple lines go through, this is freezing rain. Freezing rain. You can see all the way for parts of Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin, upper Michigan, going on up into Canada and over to Montreal. This is freezing rain, folks. This is awful stuff. You can't do anything in freezing rain. You can't drive in it. You can't do hardly anything. So if you don't have to go out in these areas, please don't. We're going to check everything together this morning. Late yesterday, before I cut off the computer, I did see an ice storm warning in one place. We're going to see if it's there this morning in just a few moments. Now, where we have this line, where you see this right here, the white lines going through, very, very heavy snow. This is where you've got the chance of getting 1 to 2 feet of snow. And you can see this is part of Nebraska, South Dakota, Minnesota, right on up till it gets to Canada and up around the Great Lakes area here. It's just going to be a big, big mess, folks, as this system moves on through. And other places as we move on along. Over in Idaho, they're having some flooding going on. They were yesterday. I had someone call me from Idaho or jot me a note rather, and let me know what was going on over there. They have been having some flooding. We're going to check that out in just a moment also on the watches and warnings map. This is just a surface map, okay? All right, but wherever you see the blue in the shades like this, all over, wherever they're at, this is mixed precipitation. Could be rain, could be snow, could be snow and rain, could be a little bit of everything. Mixed precipitation throughout the U.S., even down here in parts of New Mexico. It starts out in Kansas, moving on along with this system. This is the next system coming through that's bringing all this mixed precipitation. And so far as rain is going, you can see right in here, these areas where it's dotted green, we got a chance of rain. And in another video, I may not get it out today, but I'll try to get it out tomorrow. I might get it out today or tonight. But I have a feeling there's going to be some very severe weather coming up, maybe Friday night or Saturday at some point down in this area right in here. So that's a quick look at the severe stuff that's going on today, what should be happening, and with the severe thunderstorm activity. We do have this civil emergency message for today. Civil emergency message today. It came in last night. It goes through today. The following message is transmitted at the request of the emergency manager. No travel is advised across Roberts County through this evening, Thursday evening. No travel is advised across Roberts County. This is in South Dakota. Through this evening, tonight, due to the poor road conditions and adverse weather. So if you're in South Dakota, you live in this county, please don't try to travel if you have to travel this road, okay? Any of the roads across Roberts County through tonight. This is a civil emergency message from the National Weather Service. Now, right down here in Worthington, where that's purple, that's an ice storm warning. Of course, we have blizzard warnings out from Marshall, Wilmar, going up to St. Cloud, Morris. Over in the pink, this is a winter storm warning. This is Red Wing, St. Paul, flooding going on also with a possibility here. Minneapolis all the way up to Hinckley. You can see everything that's in the pink, Rice Lake. All of this area is a winter storm warning. And when we come down to Rochester and where it is blue, this is a winter weather advisory. So let's go check these areas out. Now in the blizzard areas that I just showed you, you are under this blizzard warning until 10 a.m. Central Daylight Time tomorrow, Friday. Blizzard conditions, additional snow accumulations of 12 to 20 inches is what you guys can expect, with the wind gusting as high as 55 miles per hour. This is for portions of central, southwest, and west central Minnesota until 10 a.m. Friday morning, tomorrow morning. Now, the travel, of course, is going to be difficult. We don't even have to say that. This is saying impossible. Travel is impossible in some of these areas, as blowing snow is going to reduce the visibility, and the hazardous conditions could impact all the commutes. If you don't have to go out, don't. Now, the strong winds more than likely could cause extensive damage to trees and power lines. I know you guys are already prepared, or I hope so, for power outages. More than likely, that's going to happen. For you guys in the winter storm warning area, you are under this warning until 1 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. Heavy snow with accumulations of 12 to 15 inches, with the winds gusting as high as 50. This is for portions of central and east central Minnesota. Don't get out in it if you don't have to. It's going to get nasty, folks. Your trees could, some of your branches could fall, some of your limbs, some of your whole trees could fall. The National Weather Service isn't saying this, but I'm just saying you get right for power outages too that could occur. Let's hope you don't have any. Once again, this was like areas of St. Paul. Everything I showed you in the pink just a moment ago. Heavy snow, 12 to 15 inches, winds gusting as high as 50 miles per hour, and you're under this winter storm warning until 1 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. Now, if you live in these counties right here, Freeborn, Steele, these counties right here, there's 4 of them, where I showed you had a winter weather advisory in the blue. Well, it's going to affect until 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. You guys could get up to 4 inches of snow and some ice accumulations of maybe 1/10 of an inch. Your winds are even going to get higher at around 55 mile per hour gust. Please be aware. Now, these strong winds is more than likely going to cause extensive damage to trees and power lines. Get right in case your electricity goes out. Once again, this is the winter weather advisory area I just showed you. 4 inches of snow, some ice, and gusts of 55 mile per hour winds. You're under this until 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Ice storm warning. Ice storm warning. If you live in any of these cities that are up in this area and portions of northwest Iowa and southwest Minnesota, be aware. Ice storm warning. It's in effect until 7 a.m. tomorrow. Now, significant icing, additional snow and sleet accumulations of 2 to 4 inches, and ice accumulations of 1/10 of an inch to 1/2 of an inch of ice. That's a lot of ice on top of the snow, folks. Wind gusting up to 50 miles per hour. It's going to be a teetotal mess. Very, very dangerous. Power outages are going to be more than likely to happen. Tree damage. Travel nearly impossible. Widespread blowing snow. That's going to reduce how far you can see, of course, and this widespread blowing snow is going to also cause hazardous conditions that could impact morning and evening commutes. So if you don't have to get out in it, once again, especially if you live in these areas where this ice storm warning is, don't go out in it unless it's the only thing you have to do, that you just desperately have to do. Don't do it, okay? The winds are more than likely going to bring down tree branches, maybe trees. You know how ice storms are, the power lines usually go. So please be aware of this and stay safe. Okay, folks, if you live in any of these counties right in here, see all the counties and the cities, Pine River, all these, Pine City, all these areas here. Winter storm warning is in effect until 1 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. Heavy mixed precipitation, snow accumulations of 6 to 11 inches, and ice accumulations of around 1/10 of an inch. Your winds are going to gust as high as 50 miles per hour. Here are the counties again, and let me stress to you now, this snow in areas may turn to a wintry mix at times for you guys, especially in northwest Wisconsin, and it should do that if it's going to change over maybe this evening. And then you're going to have a period of freezing rain that's possibly before it transitions back to all rain and snow tomorrow. Very strong northeast winds. It's going to cause the snow to blow. The travel conditions could be life-threatening for a period this afternoon. It's just going to be a big mess, folks, in these areas right here I'm showing you. And I'm just repeating what I have read. The travel conditions could be life-threatening for a period this afternoon. Your winds are going to range between 40 and 50 mile per hour wind gust, and wind gust approaching 55 or 60 miles per hour is going to happen right along Lake Superior. Please be safe. Now, for everyone in portions of north, central, and southwest Nebraska, you're under a blizzard warning until 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. Your new snow accumulations of 4 to 6 inches, your ice of a glaze, and winds gusting as high as 50 miles per hour is what's going to be happening the most part for portions of north, central, and southwest Nebraska today. Once again, you are under a blizzard warning until 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. Anywhere along and north of Interstate 70, let me see if I can get some of the places up here for you right quick. There we go. You can see all these places I'm talking about now. Along and north of Interstate 70, you're under blizzard warning in effect until 6 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time this evening. Blizzard conditions are expected. Your snow accumulations ranging anywhere from 2 to 6 inches, highest amounts north of Interstate 70. Northwest winds are going to peak 30 to 40 miles per hour, and your gusts can be as high as 50 to 60 miles per hour this morning. Now, once again, this wind should die down a little by late this afternoon or early evening. As the system continues to move, it will be weakening some over your area just a little. But travel conditions are going to be very dangerous, so please, please keep this in mind. For all my friends in portions of northern lower Michigan, you're under a winter weather advisory in effect from 8 a.m. this morning till midnight tonight. Now, this is for portions of northern lower Michigan. You're going to have mixed precipitation, total snow accumulations 1 to 2 inches, and some ice of a light glaze. Going to get windy for you folks too, gusting around 40 miles per hour. This is going to make the roads very slippery and a mess. Please be careful if you have to go out. This is a winter weather advisory, and it will be in effect from 8 a.m. this morning till midnight tonight. Now for all my friends in west central lower Michigan. We've done the upper, time to do the lower. Winter weather advisory remains in effect until 10 a.m. this morning. Snow showers, some possible pockets of freezing rain. It should diminish through the morning for you guys. Some locations with wet roads can see icy spots at black ice. Watch out for it because the air temperatures are going to be at or just below freezing. Now, the threat of icy spots will end after sunrise, after, the road warms up. Now, this is through 10 a.m. this morning. Portions of west central lower Michigan, and these are the cities right up in here that it includes. Okay, we've covered pretty much what's going on with the snow bands going on here everywhere in the blue. Like, take for example over here as we move over to Wyoming, you guys can expect 2 to 4 inches of snow, somewhere in that area. Okay, you're not going to get as much snow as the other people, but yes, you have this snow that's coming your way. Greatest threat of snow, of course, is in this orange area, right up in here, anywhere you see the orange. And then we have the winter storm. This is the blizzard condition area. Then the winter storm itself warnings are in these areas of Minnesota and Wisconsin. Now, other than that, what is going on? We have so much stuff going on, folks. High winds and some flooding. We need to go check out the flooding over here in Idaho and see what it is looking like for today. Now, where you see the lighter green, that is a flood warning. Flooding is imminent. Where the lighter green is, up around this McCall area, just west of McCall, you see all the other little places that are a lighter green. That's flood advisories, and the darker green is a flood watch that's going on for you guys. So far as the flood warning up in this area goes for today, here it is. And this is a very good sign. As of 3 a.m. this morning, the stage of the river here in Idaho was at 10 feet. Minor flooding occurs at 9.5 feet. Now, the river's going to continue to fall. Yay! Below flood stage this morning. So, at 10 feet, the water will begin backing up under the Cove Road Bridge into the slough and adjacent farmland areas. So you're still going to have a little bit of flooding going on, but it should get better because the levels of the river should start to fall. Now, the next big thing we got going on that's going to bother us is going to be the wind. We got red flag warnings up here in Missouri. What does this mean? You're going to have 20 to 35 mile per hour winds today, sustained for the most part in areas right in where that pink is in Missouri. Your wind gusts are going to be up to around 45 miles per hour. Now, everywhere in the brown, all of the brown areas that you see, everywhere in the brown, yes, you're going to have wind. You are under a wind advisory all day long today. Right around the western Tennessee area, you guys' wind should let up sometime probably around 6, 7, 8 o'clock tonight, but you're going to have sustained winds of 20 to 30, a very breezy day, and 40 mile per hour wind gusts throughout today. Now, right here in this one section of Texas where you see this brown, you're under a high wind warning. You can have gusts as high as 65 miles per hour for today. Everybody else, of course, you're in the high wind zone with the red flag warnings in parts of New Mexico, parts of Arizona, and parts of Texas. Everywhere you see the pink, just that one little area that I took out, you're under these anywhere from 20 to 35 mile per hour sustained winds, gusting up to 40, maybe 50, and in some places 65 miles per hour. So please, please be aware of that. If you got anything outside, please bring it in. Also, up in Oregon, we have a chance of flooding going on, as you can see, right in this area. Let's move this back some. Whoops, come back, buddy. Once again, we do have a chance of flooding up in Oregon. We have a chance of some snow up in Oregon going up into Washington State. The flooding also goes up into part of northern Idaho and in eastern Washington State. We got gale warnings off the coast of South and North Carolina this morning. And wherever you see any little brown places, that's patchy fog that should burn off by 9 or 10 by the morning hours. So that's a wrap up of what everybody can expect in the lower 48 going on. What a mess we got with the weather, huh, folks? Everybody, please be safe. I know this was long, but if you want to know what's happening, here it is. So, everybody stay safe. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any family or friends that are in any of these areas, please share this information with them so they can be aware of what's going on, and please share it on your social media outlets. I would appreciate it so very much. People, stay safe, my friends. I love you all. Peace, love, and kindness to all. Thank you so much for watching.